Good morning, children. How are you? I hope you are all safe and healthy. In the previous class, we have learned about a reading, the turtle blanket, and textual vocabulary and grammar. Today, we are going to discuss about B reading. Our B reading is a poem. This poem is about a person. This person is very important in our life. We love that person very much. Without that person, we don't have life on this earth. This person makes us to learn everything in our daily life. We are all feel happy in the presence of this person. The person whose love does not limits. Children, guess the person? Yes, your guess is right, children. The wonderful person is mother. Today, our poem name is My Mother. This poem written by Rabindranath Tagore. Before going through the poem, let us learn something about the poet. The poet name is Rabindranath Tagore. He is from 1861 to 1941. He is popularly known as Vishwakavi and Gurudev. He was the founder of Shantiniketan. It is an experimental school. He was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature for his Gitanjali, the Song of Offerings. Each of his poems reflects Indian vision and love towards his motherland. He is considered the voice of Indian heritage and spiritualism. Tagore father name is Maharshi Devendranath Tagore. Mother name is Sarada Devi. At an early age, Tagore started composing poems at the age of 8. He composed several hundred poems, popular songs, and in 1929 he started painting also. In 1913 he got Nobel Prize. He was the first non-European who got Nobel Prize in literature. Some of his compositions was chosen by 2 nations as national anthem also. Children, did you understand? Rabindranath Tagore, we call him as Vishwakavi and Gurudev also. He founded an experimental school. That school name is Shantiniketan. He got Nobel Prize for his services in literature. So children, let us go through the poem.
Poem name is My Mother, written by Rabindranath Tagore. In this poem, the main characters are mother and child. The writer describes a strong relation between mother and child. So children, let us go through the poem. I cannot remember my mother, only sometimes in the midst of my play, a tune seems to hover over my playthings, the tune of some song that she used to hum while rocking my cradle. I cannot remember my mother, but when in the early autumn morning the smell of the showy flowers floats in the air, the scent of the morning service in the temple comes to me as the scent of my mother. In the first stanza, the writer started with a line, I cannot remember my mother. Here, I cannot remember my mother means the writer does not forgotten his mother totally. అంటే తన తల్లిని పూర్తిగా మర్చిపోయాడని కాదు కానీ he did not recollect the physical appearance of his mother. I cannot remember my mother means he does not recollect or remember the physical appearance of his mother, but he had strong bond with his mother. Only sometime in the midst of my play, a tune seems to hover over my playthings. Here the writer tells like this: only sometimes in the midst of my play. My play means when the writer is playing with his toys, a tune seems to hover over his playthings. While he is playing, a tune, oka ragamu, hover over his playthings. Hover means still remain in the air. Over my playthings అంటే అతను ఆడుతున్నటువంటి ఆట వస్తువులపైన ఒక రాగము అలాగ వస్తున్నట్టుగా అతనికి హీ ఫెల్ట్ లైక్ దట్, అతను ఆ విధంగా ఫీల్ అవుతూ ఉన్నాడనమాట. దట్ మీన్స్ ఎ ట్యూన్ సీమ్స్ టు హోవర్ ఓవర్ హిస్ ప్లేథింగ్స్. దట్ మీన్స్ హీ డస్ నాట్ టోటల్లీ ఫర్గాటన్ హిస్ మదర్, బట్ వెన్ హీ ఈస్ ప్లేయింగ్ he remembering his mother with a tune. Here the writer used an imaginary thing. The imaginary thing here is a tune. That what tune that is? Ade tune ante the tune of some song that she used to hum while rocking my cradle. A tune entata, the tune of some song, it is a song that she used to hum. While hum means singing, while rocking my cradle. My cradle means his cradle. When he was in cradle, atanu uyallo unnappudu, at the tune, that song that she used to hum, his mother used to sing that song while she is rocking the cradle. That song maybe a lullaby, adoka జోలపాట అయి ఉండొచ్చు. చిల్డ్రన్ మదర్స్ ఆర్ సింగింగ్ సాంగ్స్ వైల్ దేర్ చిల్డ్రన్ ఆర్ ఇన్ ద క్రెడిల్. ఊయల్లో పిల్లలు ఉన్నప్పుడు తల్లులు పాట పాడతారు కదా. లైక్ దట్ ద రైటర్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో రిమెంబరింగ్ దట్ ట్యూన్ వైల్ హీ ఈస్ ప్లేయింగ్ హిస్ playthings, and with the imaginary tune he recollecting his mother. Here the writer started this stanza with I cannot remember my mother. That means he does not totally forgotten his mother, but he had some emotional bonding with his mother, and that emotional bonding he recollecting with a tune while he is playing his playthings. Go to the second stanza. Here I cannot remember my mother, but when in the early autumn morning the smell of the shuli flowers floats in the air, the scent of the morning service in the temple comes to me as the scent of my mother. I cannot remember my mother. This stanza also started with a line, I cannot remember my mother. He does not able to recollect the physical appearance of his mother, but when in the early autumn morning, autumn అంటే మనం తెలుగులోని ఆకురాల్చే కాలం అంటాం కదా, దట్ సీజన్ అన్నమాట. But when in the early autumn morning the smell of the shuli flowers, here the shuli flowers are small flowers which have white petals and orange stem. These flowers blossoms in autumn season, and these flowers has some kind of sweet smell. These flowers are used to offer to the god in the puja time. Here the writer is recollecting his mother with the smell of shuli flowers. That smell floats in the air. The scent of the morning service in the temple, and he also recollecting his mother, తన తల్లిని ఇలా కూడా గుర్తు తెచ్చుకుంటూ ఉన్నారనమాట. ఎలాగ the scent of morning service in the temple, టెంపుల్లో జరిగేటువంటి మార్నింగ్ సర్వీస్, in the temple, worshipping the god in the morning. Here how the worship has a scent, ఆ వర్షిప్ కి స్మెల్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది అంటే, we are using some incense sticks in puja time. While we are worshipping the god, we are using some incense sticks and some flowers also to worship the god. Here the writer is recollecting with that smell his mother. In the temple comes to me as the scent of my mother. He feels that smell as the scent of his mother, and that smell recollecting his mother. That means here the writer used imaginary thing as scent, smell of flowers, and the smell in the morning service of the temple. How he recollecting that smell means, his mother might be wearing the flowers in his hair, or she may be used those flowers while she is worshipping the god in her house. So he remembered that smell, and he remembered the mother with associating with that smell. Okay children, let's go to the second stanza. Children, this is the third stanza of the poem. I cannot remember my mother, only when from my bedroom window I send my eyes into the blue of the distant sky. I feel that the stillness of my mother gaze on my face has spread all over the sky. Here the writer started this stanza also. I cannot remember my mother. This means he does not recollect the physical appearance of his mother, and he does not able to remember how his mother looked at him. He remembered his mother only when from my bedroom window I sent my eyes into the blue of the distant sky. When he looked into the window to the distant blue sky, అతను తన బెడ్రూమ్లో నుంచి కిటికీలో నుంచి డిస్టెంట్ బ్లూ స్కై వైపు చూస్తున్నప్పుడు, he feel that the stillness of his mother's gaze. Here gaze means stare. That means stare అంటే తదేకంగా చూడడం అన్నమాట. అంటే he feels that his mother is looking at him in the distant sky. On my face has spread all over the sky. Here he feels that her mother's face was spread all over the sky when he is looking through the window and his mother looking at him. Like this, he recollecting the memories of his mother. Here the imagery thing he used here is the distant sky. Like this, the writer is expressed his strong rooted emotional bonding with his mother. When he was in his early childhood, he lost his mother, but he does not forgotten his mother totally. He had some strong emotional bonding with his mother, and he recollecting his mother when he was playing with his playthings, and he recollecting the scent of his mother while he is smelling the shuli flowers, and when the puja is offering in the temple, and also he recollecting his mother's memories while he is looking through the window. Like this, the writer is expressed his strong deep rooted bonding with his mother. So children, next we will move to the vocab glossary. Children, this is the glossary we have. Midst. Midst means middle. In the first stanza, we have seen this word midst. In the midst of my play. The writer said like this, in the midst of my play. That means middle. Hover. Hover means remain in the air. In the first stanza of the poem, we see this word hover. The writer said like this, a tune hover, hover my playthings. That means hover means remain in the air. Tune. Tune means a song or a short musical composition. Here this tune also we see in the first stanza. Hum. Hum means a tune created orally with lips closed. Hum means it is a tune. Tune అంటే ఒక రాగం అన్నమాట. While we are closing our lips. మన పెదవులు మూసుకొని when we created a sound ఒక sound చేస్తూ ఉంటే that sound is called hum. Stillness. Stillness means motionless. We will see this word in the third stanza. Stillness. Stillness of my mother gaze. The writer said that means stillness అంటే మోషన్లెస్ అన్నమాట. అంటే కదలకుండా ఉన్నటువంటి తల్లి యొక్క చూపులు అని అర్థం అన్నమాట. గేజ్. గేజ్ అంటే టు లుక్ ఫిక్స్డ్లీ. ఐ సెడ్ గేజ్ మీన్స్ స్టేర్. స్టేర్ మీన్స్ లుక్డ్ ఫిక్స్డ్లీ అంటే తన వైపే తదేకంగా చూస్తుంది అని చెప్పడం. షుయిలి. షుయిలి ఈస్ ద నేమ్ ఆఫ్ ఎ ఫ్లవర్. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ స్మాల్ white or orange flowers that bloom in autumn. Autumn season లోని these flowers will blooms. ఇవి autumn season లో పూస్తాయి. This flower has white petals with orange stem and these flowers have some kind of fragrance, sweet fragrance. With the fragrance, the writer used these shuli flowers to recollecting his mother in the second stanza. These flowers are used to worship God while performing puja. Let us move to the questions which were given in our text. See children, these are the questions given in our textbook. Let's go through the questions. This is the first question. How does the poet feel the presence of his mother? How does the poet feel? How ante ela? How does the poet feel the presence of his mother? Talli yokka presence ni how does he feel? Atani ఏ విధంగా feel అయ్యాడు? In the first stanza, the writer felt his mother, or in the first stanza, the writer used an imagery thing, that is a tune. While he is playing with his playthings, he remembering a tune or a song sung by his mother while rocking the cradle. In the second stanza, the writer remembering his mother, or he feel the presence of his mother by the smell of shuli flowers and the scent from the morning service of the temple. And in the third stanza, while he is looking through the window at a distant sky, he felt that the gaze of his mother spread all over the sky. So like this, the poet feel the presence of his mother. So you have to write these 3 points as answer for this first question. Tune of a song and the scent of shuli flowers and fragrance of the morning service of the temple and gaze of his mother at a distant sky. And let us move to the second question. What do you understand from the statement, I cannot remember my mother? In the poem, for the 3 stanzas, every first line of the 3 stanzas, the writer used this sentence, I cannot remember my mother. He started the stanza with this sentence. I told you children, I cannot remember my mother means, it doesn't mean that The writer totally forgotten his mother, but he cannot able to remember the face or the physical appearance of his mother, but he has some kind of emotional bonding with his mother. So, what do you understand with this statement? మనకి ఏంటి అర్థమవుతుంది అంటే in the poem the writer cannot able to recollect the physical appearance or the face of his mother. Why means the writer lost his mother at his early childhood when he was quite young. So he cannot able to recollect the physical appearance or the face of his mother. So he said, I cannot remember my mother. So you have to write, the writer lost his mother at his early childhood. So he cannot able to recollect the face or the physical appearance of his mother. So he said, I cannot remember my mother. Let us move to the third question. Does the poem convey sadness? If yes, pick out the suggestive expression. Here the question is there any sadness in the poem? If it is, which expression suggests that? Is there any sadness in the poem, children? Yes. Is there some kind of sadness in the poem? How does we know that? We know that by the expression the writer said, I cannot remember my mother. Every stanza he said like that, I cannot remember my mother. With that sentence, we can understand that there is some kind of sadness in the poem. So you have to write as there is some kind of sadness in the poem. The line, I cannot remember my mother, suggests that. Okay, children, move to the third question. What imagery do you find in each stanza? How does it appeal to you? I said you children, in the poem, the writer uses some images. In the first stanza, he used tune, a song. In the second stanza, smell, shrilly flower smell. And in the third stanza, distant blue sky. He looked through the window and he felt that his mother's gaze. So, here they have given the first one. Mother rocking the cradle and singing a song. That is the image the writer used in the first stanza. This image triggers our ears. The tune is heard by ears. So, here sense it appeals to ears. The image is appeals to ears. In the second stanza, the writer used smell of shrilly flowers and the fragrance of the morning service of the temple. So that is the image you have to write here. Smell of shrilly flowers and the fragrance of the morning service of the temple. Sense it appeals to. The smell, which sense organ appeals to smell? Yes, nose. So here you have to write nose. And third one, move to the third one. Here in the third stanza, from his bedroom, when he looked through the window at a distant sky, he felt his mother's gaze and spread all over the sky. So what the image here? Distant blue sky and mother's gaze. That which sense organ appeals that one? అది దేని ఏ సెన్స్ ఆర్గాన్ appeal చేస్తుంది అంటే how we will look, ఎలా చూస్తాము we through our eyes, with our eyes. So here we have to write eyes. Okay children, do you understand all these 4 questions? You have to write answers for all these 4 questions in your notebook. Okay children, let us move to 5th question. Children, this is the Fifth question. Read the poem My Mother again to complete the table. Here they have given a table. In the table they have given 5 questions and you have to answer all these 5 questions with stanza wise. This question for 3 stanzas and this question for all the 3 stanzas and this question for all the 3 stanzas and this question for all the 3 stanzas. What is that first question? Who are the persons involved? In the poem, who are the persons involved? Persons ante వ్యక్తులు తెలుసు కదా, who ante ఎవరు? Who are the persons in the poem? Only 2 persons, isn't it? Those are mother and the poet. The poet is expressing his love and affection for his mother. So, the persons are only 2. In the first stanza, the persons are poet and mother. And in the second stanza, the persons are poet and mother. And in the third stanza also, the persons involved poet and the mother. And where does the action take place? In the first stanza, where does the action takes place? And in the second stanza, where does the action takes place? And third stanza, where does the action takes place? In the first stanza, the writer remembering his mother by a tune or a song. The song was sung by his mother while rocking the cradle. So, where does the action take place? In the first stanza. In the first stanza, the action takes place in the cradle. And in the second stanza, the writer remembering his mother by smell of shuli flowers and from the scent from the morning service of the temple. So the action takes place at temple and garden. And in the third stanza, while he was in the bedroom, when he is looking through the window at a distant sky, he felt his mother. So the action takes place in the poet's bedroom. And what is the mother associated with? That means తల్లిని దేంతో అతను అసోసియేట్ చేసుకొని he is remembering his mother. Okay. In the first stanza, how he remembering his mother? With a tune. So, he associated the mother with a tune and cradle. And in second stanza, he associated his mother with scent of shuli flowers and the fragrance from the morning service of the temple. And in the third stanza, the writer associated his mother with blue sky. When he looking at the distant blue sky, he felt his mother's gaze. So, these are you have to write in your textbook. Next one. What is the theme? What is the theme of first stanza? And what is the theme of second stanza? And what is the theme of third stanza? All this poem is about remembering the mother with associating some images. The writer is remembering his mother associating with some images. So, in first stanza, he remembering his mother song. That is the theme. And in the second stanza, he feeling the mother with the scent of shuli flowers and the fragrance of the morning service of temple. And in the third stanza, felt the gaze of his mother. The theme is mother's love. Okay children, you have to fill this table in your textbook. Let us move to the Sixth question. We all love our mother, don't we? We love her because of certain qualities. Think and write about her qualities. We all love our mother, don't we? We love our mother. మనకి మన అమ్మ అంటే చాలా ఇష్టం. Isn't it? We love her because of certain qualities. Some kind of qualities, some kind of love and affection is there in our mother. So, with that qualities, we love our mother very much. Think and write about her qualities. You have to write qualities of mother here. I give some qualities and you have to think about your mother and write remaining qualities. See children, here I wrote, she gives her children love and care. Our mother shares a boundless or lot of love and care towards her children. That is the primary quality of a mother. తల్లి మనకి చాలా ప్రేమని అందిస్తుంది. And understands children needs. Mother understands children needs without asking the children. పిల్లలు అడగక ముందే what are the needs ఏంటో అనేవి అమ్మకి తెలిసిపోతాయి. Isn't it? మనం అన్నం పెట్టని అడగక ముందే టైం అయిపోతే she serves food to us. So she understands children needs. She cooks delicious food for children. This is also another quality of mother. అమ్మ మనకి ఇష్టమైన ఆహారాన్ని వండి పెడుతుంది. Okay children, these are some 3 qualities I gave, but there are lot of qualities in our mother. Think about your mother and write some of qualities in the blank. Okay children, with this I conclude my session. So you have to watch this video again and again for better understanding. If you don't understand while watching this at once, you have to watch repeatedly and try to understand the question and answers and the theme of the poem and the explanation of the poem. Okay children, don't waste your time. Don't go here and there, and you have to keep watching all the video classes which are presented by our Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. Okay children, you have to write notes also, subject wise and date wise. Okay children, take care. Have a good day.